hello. I miss you guys. It is time for math. So we've learned to multiply two-digit by two-digit numbers using partial products and area models. Today, we are going to continue learning to do so using the standard algorithm. So our success criteria is I can multiply two-digit numbers using the standard algorithm. That's what we're doing because in math, we want to be efficient. That means we want to do problems quickly and accurately. We want to get them correct and do it as fast as possible, right? So once you get the gist of this and get the hang of it, this I'm sure will be your preferred method, okay? So today in class, during math, I'll do some of these with you. Then you're going to finish this side. When you flip it over, there's a whole nother side. This is your homework, okay? Homework. I wrote homework down, right? Homework on the bottom of this side. We're going to do this side together. Once you finish 1 through 9 in class, then there is a division worksheet in your folder. Ms. Garcia, I know, has the same anchor chart as I do with does McDonald's sell burgers? So remember those steps. You'll have to rewrite the equations, right? So the larger number or our dividend goes inside of our little division house and the divisor goes outside, okay? And then you'll just work on this. You don't have to finish this. It's just if you have time, and then if you happen to finish this whole side, and all of this, you can go on to reflex, okay? But that would be super impressive. And don't rush. Always double check your work. Make sure things make sense. When we multiply, our product or the answer is always going to be much bigger than our two factors, right? So if my answer is like 32, that could not be correct. Okay. So the announcements are going to start to go on, so it might get a little kooky, but we're going to do our best because I got to be out of here at 3:30 today. Okay, so number 1, I'm going to do this on the board. 63 times 44, so I'm going to write that down. Let me do black. $63 times 44. And then we have our new acronym. It is many, M for many, zoos, Z for zoos, many animals. Many zoos, many animals. And each of these letters stand for a step in solving using the standard algorithm. So I want to get a different marker. Here we go. So the M is multiply. The Z is 0. The M is multiply. And the A is add, okay? And whatever I do here, you're going to follow the boxes. I chose to do them with graphed paper because place value is super important when it comes to two-digit by two-digit. So this will make sure we line our numbers up correctly, okay? All right, here we go. So when you solve a two-digit by two-digit number, what I want you to first do, pretend this number doesn't exist. We've done this before. This is familiar to us. We know how to solve a two-digit by one-digit number. And that's how it starts. So our first step is to multiply. And we multiply 4 times 3. So we're going to skip count by 4s 3 times. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, or no, just to 12. 4, 8, 12, stop, 12. The number in the ones place goes on the bottom, so 2, and then we carry the 1. Okay, now we multiply 4 times 6. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, stop. Then we add 1. 24 plus 1 is 25. 25. So your paper right now should look like this, okay? Now what I like to do is, after I completely solve my first with my ones digit, I like to cross some things out. Things that I'm done with. This one I am done with. You can also cross out this 4 if that helps you, because we are done with this 4, okay? That helps me visualize things a little bit better. Okay, now we go to this 4, but first we see that this 4 is in the tens place. So we need to add a 0 in the ones place, okay? Because we are working at the tens place. So we multiplied, then we put a 0 in the ones place. Then we start over and we multiply. So we multiply 4 times 3. And let's sing it. 4, 8, 12, stop. 2 down, 1 at the top. Now I multiply 4 times 6. And I'm going to add that 1 at the end. So here we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, stop. 24 plus 1 is 25. 25. So your paper should look like this. Okay. I might actually do my work on this paper. It actually looks good here. Okay. Yeah, I think I will. Next, we're going to add. I'll do the next one on there. Right? So we multiplied. Now we add. We start in the ones place always. 2 plus 0 is 2. 5 plus 2. I'm going to put a 5 in my head. 5, 6, 7. 2 plus 5 is the same thing. 5 in my head. 5, 6, 7. Bring down the 2. So my answer is 2,772. Okay? All right, let's go to the next problem, number 2. Let's do it with a Sharpie marker. I'm going to do a Sharpie, and I'll do a pink Sharpie too. Okay, so number 2. Let's make it nice and close for you. 58 times 23. Is it going to focus better? Focus, focus. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to write right here, MZ, many zoos, many animals. Multiply, 0, multiply, add, okay? I'm going to do this in pink, and I'll cross out in black. Okay, so we start. So remember, let's cover that 10. We start as we normally do. We know how to do this. 3 times 8. So 3, 8 times. I'm going to skip count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Stop. The 4 is on the bottom because that's in the ones place. And I carry the 2. Next, I multiply 3 times 5. Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Stop. 15 plus 1. I'm going to put a 15 in my head and count up 2 times. 15, 16, 17. 17. And that's it. Okay? My next step is 0. First, what I like to do, I just get rid of this 2. I'm done with this 2. And I'm done with the 3. So I'm going to cross it out. Don't cross it out, this number, so you can't see it at all. Or I guess you could always erase it if you have to redo. But I just like to cross it so it doesn't trip me out. Okay. Now, my next step is 0. Because I'm multiplying with this 2. This 2 is in the tens place. So I need to put a 0 in the ones place. So I'm starting at the tens place. Okay. Here we go. 2 times 8. What is 2 times 8? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. The 6 is in the ones place. And the 1 is in the tens place. So you see how it was smart that I crossed out that 2? So now I know I need to add 1 next. Okay, so we just did 2 times 8. Now we need to do 2 times 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Okay. My last step is add. Starting in the ones place always, 4 plus 0 is 4. Then I need to add 7 plus 8. I'm going to put a 7 in my head and I'm going to count up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 and a 1. Then I need to add 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1, 2, 3 and 1. 1,334. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you. Okay. Here we go. You know what? Actually, I want you to... No, I'll do this one with you. Then this one, I'm going to have you do on your own. So you're going to pause the video, then I'll solve it, and you'll see if your answer matches mine. And then you'll do the rest totally on your own, okay? So here we go. I'm going to write my many animals here, so I remember my steps. So step 1, multiply, and remember, cover that 10. We know how to do this. So we're starting off strong. 2 times 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, remember, the commutative property in multiplication means I can flip-flop. So 2 times 4 is 8, and 4 times 2 is 8. So if you want to skip count by 4s 2 times, that's okay too. Do whatever you're comfortable with, okay? I'm going to stick with skip counting by the number at the bottom just to keep it consistent. But if you are comfortable enough and you're like, I don't want to count by 2 7 times, and you want to just go 7 14, that's okay. Do what works for you, okay? So next I did 2 times 4 is 8. Now I need to do 4 times 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's no other number to carry for, so I'm going to put the 14 right here, okay? Next, I'm just going to X out this 2 because I'm done multiplying by it. Here we go.
At this time, we will start our dismissal. 4th grade walkers and commuters can now be dismissed. 4th grade walkers and commuters.
Okay. And there was no regrouping, so I don't need to cross anything off the top. Next, so I multiplied. My first round is done. Next, 0. Put a 0 under the 8. Because I'm working with the tens place now, right? This 3. Okay, here we go. 3 times 4. 3, 6, 9, 12. Stop. 12. Put a 2 is in the ones place. Carry the 1. 3 times 7. Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Stop. Plus 1, 21 plus 1
Bus 7
is 22.
Bus 8 and Mayor Bus can now be dismissed. Bus 7, Bus 8
Now,
and Mayor Bus.
I'm going to add. Still recording, right? Yep. So I start, so we multiplied. Now we need to add, starting in the ones. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 2, 4, 5, 6. 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2, comma. So 74 times 32 is 2,368. Now I want you to pause the video and try to do this one on your own. Okay? You're going to multiply, put the 0, multiply, and add. Pause it now.
5th grade walkers and commuters can now be dismissed. 5th grade walkers and commuters can now be dismissed.
All right, did you get it? Let's see. We start here. 5 times 8. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The 0 in the ones, the 4 in the tens. Oh, look at this, the same thing. So I know 5 times 8 is 40, right? 40 plus 4 is 44. Now, I'm going to cross out my regrouping and this bottom number so I can focus on what I'm dealing with. Okay, 3 times 8. Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Stop. Oh.
Bus 1 and bus 3 can now be dismissed. Bus 1 and bus 3 can now be dismissed.
So I made a big mistake, and I hope you did it right. And you were like, wait a minute, Ms. Coffey, hello, you didn't put your 0. See that? That's why it's so important to follow the steps, because sometimes we get ahead of ourselves. We get distracted. I'm listening to the announcements, and I completely forgot. And my answer would be very incorrect. Okay? So 24. I'm going to put a 4 at the bottom and carry the 2. Bye, Marie Simone. Okay, now I have 3 times 8. And I just did that, right? So I know it's 24 plus 2, 24, 25, 26. 26. Now I add it up. 0 plus 0, 0. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 6, I'm going to put a 6 in my head and count up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to regroup. 0, carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3,080. Okay. So now you're going to finish these last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems. If you finish,
6th grade walkers and commuters can now be dismissed.
then you're going to
6th grade walkers and commuters can now be dismissed.
Then you're going to move
Last
on.
call for bus 7, 8, and Mayor. Last call for bus 7, 8, and Mayor.
Then you're going to finish. You're going to work on this as far as you get. If you happen to finish both, then go on to reflex. All work goes. Well, this has to go in your green folder. This goes home because the other side is homework. It just bled through from my Sharpie. Is homework. This can stay in your subfolder. Okay. Okay. Good luck.